And remember, I'm not just a lawyer. I'm a mama.
Live from the Hollywood Hills here in Northern Canada, it's the Baby Girl Bakery with your hosts, Ryan Starfire and Jess at Home. The Baby Girl Bakery is filmed in front of a live studio audience of 2 cats. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, I don't know what I did, but that fixed it. We'll take it as a win. We'll say we won that round. Let me just boost that a bit. A little more, a little less. Welcome in, Elle. Hello, hello. How is the day going? Happy Sunday. Happy 4/26. We are doing our 420 stream just a little late. Like anyone who would celebrate would do it properly. You gotta do it slightly, not the right time. Okay, got that. Hopefully that's working well. It looks like it's going okay. Try this. I'm just gonna go with that's good. That looks positive here. Yeah, as voted in the Discord, we're doing the Jalapeno Pot Poppers today in the Baby Girl Bakery. So welcome in all. You guys are having a good weekend? Yeah. A little bit of a savory bake. There'll be some bacon involved. We got our pre-prepared can of butter because it's got to sit in the fridge and re-solidify. But yeah, made that bad boy yesterday, so we got a whole batch of it here. Whole little tub of it there. Also got this today. This little cutie. Seemed like a good spot for it. But yeah, that's the plan. That's our today's plan. So I'm gonna just get cracking on it. I don't think it's too bad a recipe. It's mainly just like prepare the jalapenos and bake them for a bit, and the cheeses and whatnot. So if you're interested in what the recipe is, exclamation point recipe, that'll get you. That will get you exactly what we're doing today. Just pulling that up right now. Yeah, not too bad. We got jalapenos, bacon, cream cheese, got the can of butter that we've made, and some shredded cheddar cheese. And that's it. It's a very straightforward, savory bake. How potent it'll be, that'll be something to find out too. The space cake last year, that was pretty insane. It ended up being pretty insane. It was a lot worse than we thought it would be. We were fucked up for a while. So we got to see this time around what it may end up being. But yeah, throw them together. We'll try one out, and we'll call it a Sunday. But yeah, if you are here, you're making sure you're pokederbying right over there. Oh, there we go. If you catch any of these guys at that price that's listed beside them, you're going to win that. You will win that in prize money. So exclamation point fish, make sure you're fishing. And if you're in the quiz off, the VIP quiz each other off. If you're still around, if you're a VIP, you see another one, you challenge them. You'll go head to head in a best of 5 question off to eliminate one of the VIPs. The winner moves on. The loser is out. Person at the end wins $100. Still got 6, 7 people left, I think, in the tournament. So there's always a chance. There's always a chance there'll be some quizzing. But yeah, that's what we got going on today. And as always, if you got time to go on YouTube and support 5 Minute Funeral, that's mighty cool, yeah. That would be mighty cool. We'd love to see that. All right. I'm gonna go sneeze, and then I'm gonna get some jalapenos. There we go. So I believe you cut these bad boys in half. So I got some big ones. There's only 3 of them because I figured we didn't need an army of these things. If it ends up like the space cake, we're gonna have very little of it. So figured we were playing it safe doing it this way. All right, get that bad boy. I'm just gonna go blow my nose now too. All right, let's see where we're at here. So I'm going to preheat the oven. So we slice the ends off the jalapeno, slice them lengthwise, remove seeds and membrane with a core or knife. Cool. Look at that. Easy. Hello, Twixie. Welcome in, Twixie. Since you sliced both ends off, is that correct? Off the ends, yeah. That is what you do. Let me put this over here so you guys can get a closer look. Oh yeah, that smells like a jalapeno. Just to have jalapenos on like everything. Like just buy a jar of them and put them on everything, but it's been a hot second. A literal hot second. All right, so we slice these lengthwise. I cannot wait to accidentally touch my eyes doing this. I'm about to be blinded by science here. Alrighty. Gotta core these bad boys, I think. I don't know what the official term is. The official term for cleaning out a jalapeno. If that also falls under coring category or not. I'm just going with the spoon. I'm meal prepping, but I'm here. Hell yeah, Lee. Welcome in. How'd your weekend go? Were you on book duty? And what are you meal prepping? Of course, if you're busy, don't worry. You don't have to answer. It's more important that you're prepared for tomorrow. It's nice. I did work Friday and yesterday. I also went to a friend's birthday party. Hell yeah. Were we at the same friend's birthday party yesterday? Did I miss seeing you there? Rice and chopped some bell peppers to roast. Ooh, that sounds freaking good. I feel like I've always known how great bell peppers were, but it wasn't until I started incorporating them and stuff that I appreciate them more. Like, they got a good rep. They're in a lot of stuff. Every day! Every day. Sorry, guys. Just be a sec. Cleaning out these jalapenos is no simple process. Who's here? Okayest, hello? Okayest, how you doing? How was Dynamite and Collision Live? How'd they go? Heard someone in the kitchen asking a straight girl to make out with them now. I didn't hear that. I do hope it was received well, though, on your part. I do hope you got to make out with a straight woman yesterday. I'm good. It was good. They were fun. I'm surprised Darby isn't dead from that area crash. He took it pretty well. Honestly, they must have worked on it a bit because it did seem like he rolled at the proper time. Like, I think Ciampa kind of let him like slide off at the right time, and Darby rolled well. Because from certain angles, it looks like, okay, I see sort of how they did it. But yeah, when it happened, I was like, I have not seen somebody take that. If at all, it's been a long time since I've seen it. She laughed and apologized to me for being straight, so it was fine. Oh, that's good. At least she didn't make you feel silly about it. But also good for you. Good for you for taking the chance. And not even on New Year's Eve. Just out here having a good time. Way to put yourself out there. That's good to see. All right, we've cored these jalapenos. So I think we just prepare the fillings. I'm always down to make out with a cutie. What can I say? Honestly, a great standard to have. A good standard, a good bar to set. More people just gotta be upfront about it. Also, this is the new cat I bought today. Not a physical cat. Where's this camera? There it is. He's making biscuits. It's this little statue making biscuits. I thought it was a good buy. We went out with Jess's mom, walked around the store. They had a couple cats. She bought one and we bought one. It's good. It's good. Good. Good buys. What'd you catch? A ducklet? And then you're running and running and running and running and running. Okay, it's one time. One time I'll do something with it. I'm aware it exists. I'm aware you're excited for it. But it has to be the right thing. I think I need to make like a montage or something. Maybe it'll have to be a montage. That might be the way to do it. Mix cream cheese, shredded cheese, and can of butter together in a bowl. All right. Let me toss this cream cheese in here. Yeah, I feel like as a soundbite, it needs a visual, to be honest with you. I could put the sound in there by itself, but it's not worth it. Something like that needs a visual. Just on occasion, you see it and you're like, that needs a visual. It needs more. That's what that one gave me, is the feeling. See? Exactly like that. All right, there's my cheddar cheese, cream cheese. Birthday parties last night and pepper cooking today. We're so in sync. That's true. You're also hitting peppers. We're living the same weekend. Yeah, Sarah's birthday party yesterday was fun. It was a good gathering. The carrot cake turned out well. We did leave though, because like most people were just drinking. It was like a later party. It was well past supper, so I feel like everyone was sort of full still. So there wasn't the carrot cake eaten enough. So I like felt bad taking it away when only like 4 or 5 people had tried it. So I left it there, and now I feel like I'm not going to get any more of that carrot cake. And that's the one thing where I'm like, damn it, I made that thing. I wanted more slices. But I wasn't going to walk out with just the carrot cake by myself and be like, y'all fucked up. You get nothing now. That felt wrong to do, but I should have done that. I do regret not doing that. Look, so the carrot cake turned out really good. I was a little like, I've done a couple carrot cakes, but normally the carrots like more well like chopped up. But this one said to like do the slices with it, so to like shave it down. So like I had these long slices of carrot because I use like the full size carrots. So I was like shaving it down, but they were coming out in these long ones. So I cut those ones up a little bit, but like they were still like pretty long chunks. And normally like I see them quite small chunks. So I was like, oh, I'm a little worried this is going to be very carroty. It was not. It turned out great. I don't regret doing that at all. But I was a little concerned. Turned out great though. All right, that's gonna be our wheat butter in there. Trixie, I see you, brother. Okay, so this will get mixed up. And then we just do the bacon, right? Okay, yeah, so I don't need these anymore. I did have the great concern yesterday of, oh, my apartment's gonna smell like weed for a week now, but it actually aired out very well yesterday. Because the peanut butter process is pretty intense. Like you gotta cook it very low in the oven for 40 minutes. And then you melt like butter and water together in a pan, and then you introduce all that wheat into it. And it's gotta cook low for like 3 hours. And then you like strain it and then let it kind of resurface. Which is why we can't do the can of butter on stream. Because you gotta like let it harden after that. It's like a day process to do. From yesterday to today to make this happen. But it turns out I did half as much weed introduced to it as last year's, in anticipation that it was going to hit pretty fucking hard again. Even still, I'm worried. Because we don't do that much weed anymore. Alright, I'm mixing here. For the people at home who don't have their smell-o-vision turned on, there's just weed in this. There's a lot of weed in this. It's quite spicy. Good job, Trixie. I know you want some, brother. No, I see where I fucked up. I still needed that spoon to pack it in here. What are we doing, Twixie? Sorry, I'm just going to clean this off because I know The lingering smell is just gonna... There's no avoiding the weed smell, but we can just minimize it enough. I won't be as paranoid when I'm high as fuck from these things. Should probably line this bacon sheet too. To get that ready to go in. Wrong way. Twixie, my guy, it's okay. I see you, bud.
Congratulations, you just got emotes, and Ryan thanks you for the sub. Enjoy channel points, and the song I wrote, oh, where are the cats? Thanks for support, and the sub.
Well. Meg, is that you I see? Meg, welcome in. How is your weekend? Thank you for 10 months. Has it been 10 months? 10 months since you've been hanging out here, so I guess we've known each other over a year at that point. That's pretty wild to think about. Meg, thank you so much for the sub. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend. Felt short, though. I do feel like that's a usual thing at this juncture. Because, yeah, you got... I guess the school year is kind of almost wrapping up for you, right? Because you'll go till June? If I'm thinking correctly, you'll go till June. So you only got 2 months left. Which is wild, because it feels like you just like stopped streaming as fully. So everything's just looking forward to that. It's flying by. All right, I'm trying to pop these things as best as possible. "20 workdays left. Get out May 22nd. Holy shit. Okay, that's fucking great. That's happening very soon. I didn't realize it would go that much quicker. Yeah, so I'm assuming, knowing that, all weekends are going to be short because you got to go through the week, which may feel longer. The weeks may feel longer, the weekends might feel shorter, but 20 workdays left, 4 weeks. That's pretty sick. But yeah, we mixed up our cream cheese, our shredded cheddar cheese, and our weed butter is all in this mixture. So we're just lining up, lining our jalapenos. There we go. Now it's like, oh, let's go already. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Once you can start seeing the finish line, that's when it slows down. But again, that's sick. That's sick for you. Summer's happening soon. Are you going to take like time off? Any vacation time? Are you just going to start streaming immediately? Full streams ahead? Honestly, baked potatoes would have got really good with this mixture too, I think. some baked potato and jalapeno popper. All just laced with so much fucking pot. There you go. As you can see, they're loaded with the stuff. Happy belated 420, brother. Pibba, how are you, my friend? How's things been going? How have you been enjoying that wonderful bag of goodness? It's good to see you. You're here just in time. Look at all this weed and jalapenos. Probably start streaming, honestly. I was trying to save money and not go anywhere. Yeah, that's a good point too. I guess with the price of everything currently, that's kind of a deterring factor from going anywhere. We also were planning on taking a trip, and now we're like, price just rose too quickly, too high. Let's wait till next year. How does your kitchen smell right now? The kitchen, yesterday, like, it was a strong smell in here, honestly. Like, I had this window open, the vent on this thing was going. I was like, we have a back door and a front door that I was like standing in front of, swinging them open just to like let air in. By last night, I think we got rid of the weed smell. And then, like, soon as I pulled out the weed butter and started mixing it in, I got hit by another whiff of it. So, and I think once it goes in the oven, it's going to do it again. So suffice to say, it smells pretty good. It smells pretty good. With that old time of rock and roll. Barely made a dent. Well, that's good. At least you got something to work towards. Plugging away at the bathroom reno. I know tonight sometime if I work tomorrow or not. Oh, is like every day like that for your job? Where it's just like I might be in tomorrow, I might not. I'll find out tonight. Or do you have sort of a set schedule with it? What's going on, Trixie? What's the next step on this? Okay, so we did this. We filled that. Wrap each piece in bacon. You don't have to tell me twice. Oh, that's why Twixie's hanging around. I opened up bacon. Twixie, the bacon's not up there. Don't smell that way. That's a good bacon wrap right there. Since I'm under the table work right now, my buddy had to math out whether or not they can afford to have an employee, so this is a trial run. Oh, really? Oh. Damn. So you're kind of playing it by ear at that point. Hoping to get a call every once in a while, but that's probably got to be good. At least you'll have like some days off when you're not really feeling like it. That has its pluses and negatives. Especially since this time of year, told me all his expenses come out and almost every dollar is going towards property tax. Oh yeah, it's kind of that time to pay all those bills. I mean, Yeah, it's not the worst, but are you still going to be looking for a more stable thing then? I guess, did you know that going in when you signed up for it? Or was that a surprise? 9 to 5 though, and I don't have to stand behind a register anymore, so I'm happy. There is that too. Just 1 or 2 shifts a week. That is the better way to look at it, where it's like, well, if I'm not working full time, like you never want to work full time behind a register. That's kind of a soul crushing job a lot of the time. So that means like 2 to 3 times a week you're working behind a register. And that's just not fun. That's how I try and look at it too. Is just like, you know what? Even if you have a bad day at work, even if you're not like thrilled to be doing stuff, could be a lot worse. There's worse jobs you could be melting away at. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. I know that going into that, it was going to be a here and there work for a bit. Ease my mind now because I'm like, at least it's not like in every season. Yeah. Yeah. Like, there's that too. Where at least you knew going into it was that way. So you can kind of prepare yourself. And then you can also be like, well, at least I'm not like jumping into 40 hours a week just out of the blue. Which honestly, when you're used to not doing it, it would be such a like jump to just like immediately launch into that. You have to feel like you got to ease into doing jobs to that extreme, because then you burn out really fast not knowing or expecting it. I just laid down on my new bed for almost half hour. Didn't fall asleep, but it actually felt kind of nice despite it being a 3-inch mattress on the floor. Yeah, Coco, I forgot you were getting your new Japanese mattress, getting dropped off and everything set up. Have you had any sleeps on it, or did it just come today? And welcome in, Calco. It's good to see you too. Okay, these are going in for 23 minutes. It's rewarding as hell though, seeing the thing that you're working on slowly come together. These are skills I learned on my own house and fiance's. Also still on Ontario Works, so I have to keep it super DL. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. At least everything's in such fucking peril and chaos right now that the last thing they're doing is looking for people who are working. So I feel like you're in the clear, but that is funny. The job search to keep them satisfied while getting quietly rejecting job offers I might get. There's that. That's always a fun process where you're like, well, I'm actually kind of happy doing what I'm doing, so I'm not going to accept anything, but I gotta apply for a job here and there to keep the bills getting paid. Just living the life, Bubba. Just living the life, sticking it to the man. And honestly, there's no better way to live. Because fuck the man, you know? Fuck the man, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve the good stuff. Might crack open this window again. I'm getting faint hints of whatever the fuck this weed was called. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, honestly, I always thought that too, where I was like, if I ever get on EI, I'm just fucking rolling on that for a while. Jess didn't want to do it as long as she did, but she was happy to do it for a little bit when she had to, like a few years back now. But poppers are super medicinal, Pibba. So it was like a brick of cream cheese. It was shredded cheddar cheese, and then um, it was the can of butter, which is right here. This is how it turned out. It's a little green. It was a little green. I think I cooked it a little too much, but yeah. You can see a couple scoops taken out right there. I did use about half the amount of recommended weed this time though. After last year's space cake incident, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk just going through a terrible time again. But yeah. Magic came yesterday. I still ended up falling asleep on the couch last night and never went to the actual bed. Ah, that's okay. At least it's there for you. This is your year. No panic attacks. Honestly, like I've had worse panic attacks, I think, off of weed, but I was not expecting last year's to turn out how it did. Like it was the highest I've ever been in my life. I think I was almost too high to have a panic attack. Is like how extreme it got. So we'll we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Jess is like pretty hungover from Sarah's party yesterday. So I feel like one of us has got to be in an okay enough condition to take care of the other. The mattress is actually on a tatami mat. One of those things you set on the floor in a traditional Japanese room. It helps keep the underside of the mattress more aerated. The mattress is directly on the floor. A lot of moisture can build up and mold can grow. Oh, I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense, like why most people don't have their mattresses on the floor regardless, even in Western culture. I do know, like there's been a few times that I've slept on the floor, like a mattress on the floor. Occasionally you just in that position, but I do notice it heats up a lot more, yeah, because it doesn't air out underneath it. Like it is quite warm, so that's smart. But yeah, I guess like the moisture could build too, depending upon where you live. Everything like that. They fucking think of everything. Well, that's good. I hope when you do get your first sleep on, it's nice and relaxed. I'm sure it'll take like a bit to get used to because it probably the support and everything's going to be such a drastic change that you'll have to get used to that. But I hope it does lead to a straighter back and better sleeps. You were high for what, 2 days? I was high for a lot of fucking time. Like honestly, I was shocked how high I was from that space cake. I was definitely high for hours. Like normally after probably 2-3 hours, I'll start to like feel the come down happening, even when I've like had panic attacks and stuff. But like it was like 5 or 6 hours, I would say. Like I went to bed still high, not expecting to be high at that time. And that's like a person my size. At least Jess is a little more stable with when she gets high and stuff, so she was able to get through it. But even she said she was fucking incredibly high. Like she did not want to be that high again. All right, we're gonna save this because I do think if the weed turns out pretty well, I'm gonna use this mixture in some baked potatoes and do like a baked potato pot. Loaded baked potato pot, baked potatoes. I don't know. There's some wording in there that sounds really cool. Weed always makes me feel terrible. Um, there was a I guess there was a while where I was like high pretty much daily, and like I was like getting like super fucking high every time, and so like the panic attacks were just starting happening like more and more frequently. But lately, I was also trying to like build up to this year, where I've like, because I'm like, I'll at least get high on 420 every year. I think that's my goal. Is like I don't want to be high all the time, or like I need to be high like month to month, especially when I'm playing hockey and stuff. I'm like, no, like I do want to be able to breathe out there and everything. And especially like working a job in an office now and everything like that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be high as much, but around 420, I do want to do these bakes, get really fucked up. So I was trying to do a little preparing the past like week or two. So like we'd occasionally go out and smoke a little bit of a joint. But like I'm trying to do it smartly this time. Because before I would like, there was a point where I was smoking an entire joint to myself. Like I was like smoking a lot of weed at once. Now it's like I'm taking 2 puffs, I put the joint out, and like just have like that little bit of high that like lasts for an hour or two, but it's like a very like a zen place, but you're not in your head yet or anything. So hitting that point, I was like, great, perfect. That's the amount I need to do. So I did that a couple times building up to this. I still haven't even gotten through the one joint we've been doing, and I think I've been out 4 times with it. And I probably will have like 2 more sessions with it. So like that's been working well. Again, the pot today, I have no fucking clue what we're in for. But we'll see. I love being high. I did for a long time. Well done, Pippa. Is that a twice baked potato? I guess it would, if I do a twice baked potato, it'll be a thrice baked potato. But any time of intoxicating substance can easily make me feel very sick. Just, yeah. I mean, at least there's that to kind of keep you on the straight and narrow too, Calco. You don't got to get too far into it. Yeah, there was a long time where I was like getting high and like loving how high I was. And like there was a time where Jess and I were living at my cousin's house. So my cousin and her husband would also go outside, and like we would all just sit on the porch and get high together and just like fucking laugh and have a great time. And like those memories of just getting high like in a circle of friends, like trusted people, were like so good. And like I have those fond memories that like I almost chase that every time now I get high, where it's just like I'm getting high by myself. It's not the same thing. But like I have some really good memories of being high that way too. And like the high was great after it. The weed tasted good. Like there was a lot going for it. But now it's just like sometimes it just doesn't work anymore. I did it too much. Always been on not being good at high at work. Yeah, getting high at work. I only did it. I used to work in a call center, and I had one friend that she would get high while she would go on, like she'd go on break and she had a vape pen, but like it was just full of weed. So she would just go out and get fucking blazed. And like I'm like really good friends with her brother. I'm good friends with her, and like their whole family is just stoners galore. So like they were high all the time. So they knew it, they could do it, they did it, they would function all the time high and doing it. But I was just like, oh my God, like answering phone calls coming in at a call center while I was fucking blazed was not great. I've done that, and I was high at the theater one time, working at the theater, and that was bad news. I was so fucking... that one I almost had a panic attack, but I had to like lay on the floor. I remember I went in, there was like a closet where like you kept all the brooms and stuff to go clean the theaters when they were done, and I like, it was like not after hours, there's still some shows going, but like nobody else was allowed in, so a lot of the employees had gone home, like it was just a couple of us left, and I just went in this storage closet and just laid on the floor, and I like asked someone to just, can you come check on me every half an hour to see if I'm still okay in there? And I just waited out my shift there, just like laying on the ground, just being
live from the Hollywood Hills here in Northern California, Canada, it's the Baby Girl Bakery with your host.
Piva, that might have been the best, if not second best, screen grab that you've got from the human disaster thing. That was perfect timing.
Every day!
That was so fucking good. There you go, Twixie. You want to jump in there? Oh, man. All the time, obviously, at school, I have sober days. The only time I'm not high is if I'm at work. Sober days, high evenings. I smoke joints, full joints all the time. Yeah, but baked. Quad baked or nothing. Just keep baking the shit out of this potato. Next month I hit 1 year sober from everything, Calco? Like everything? I like that you could have made the argument there that I was either describing myself high passed out on the floor or I was doing the I am Jesus impression from the game. Every day, yes. Good for you, Calco. Good for you for getting sober and staying sober. That's a good feat to accomplish, especially if that's what you want to be doing. But yeah. I did joints for like ever. I remember like in high school when I first started smoking, it was always like the little, they're just called bowls. Pipe, like I guess a pipe, right? A pipe and it has a bowl on the end. That was like the only way, because I guess it was still illegal at that point and everything. But like everyone was smoking weed still. So I guess like that was the original way I learned how to do it. And I was like terrified of doing a bong forever. So like when I restarted doing it, which was, well, I guess when edibles and that started becoming legal is when I started like dipping my toes back into doing it. So like we would get the drinks, the drinks are fucking fantastic. I think that should be everyone's first, if not like a pretty frequent way of getting high. The drinks are incredible. So that's kind of got us back in. And then we were doing gummies too. And those were good. And then like once COVID hit and we were staying at my cousin's house, that's when we started doing like the joints and splitting that. But my cousin was doing a bong and I like hadn't really learned how to do it even still. Like this has been like probably 10 years of like smoking weed myself. Didn't use a bong at all. Let's see if I can get you guys a shot of the cats here. Where are we? There's Arrow in the window. So yeah, I switched to joints and then I switched to bongs for a while, but now I'm back to joints. And I guess edibles. Crucifixion must have been great for your core. I want those Jesus on the cross look. Those Jesus abs, everyone's chasing them. Glass spoon pipes, yeah. Those little dinky metal ones. The metal ones. I don't know about the metal ones. I remember it was always the glass ones that we used. They kind of look like a dick. They always kind of look like a dick. To replace alcohol, really? Yeah, like I understand, like alcohol is fun and everything, but those edible drinks are just incredible. Like such a good invention. They usually taste like pretty fucking solid too. It's rare that you're like overpowered by weed taste in them. Like honestly, the best invention for weed was those drinks. Never used them before. A bong could probably kill you. They're intense. Like you got to know like when to lift the thing out, how hard to be sucking, all that stuff. The bubbles. If you take too much of a hit, like there's a lot that goes wrong with those. So like once I finally knew how to do them, it was great, but those things fuck you up too. Even just doing one little bowl of that, it hits pretty good. Jess, what's your favorite time doing weed?
My favorite time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta pee really bad. Let me think about it.
All right. Jess will get back to you, folks. I'm a cart guy mostly. flour occasionally. A cart? What's the cart one? Well, now that I have an ounce, I'm going to have to smoke a lot more flour. That's true, too, to get through all that. I've never used a bong, but I'm an expert. Well done, Cowco. Well, I didn't know where that was going. I didn't see where that one was going. You did very good on that. That was very good. Yes, Jess just got up. She went to lay down because we went out for brunch with her mom, and like Jess like devoured half of an avocado toast, and then just like shut down and was like, I might puke again, because she was puking pretty good last night. When we got home from Sarah's party, she was puking quite a good amount before we went to bed last night. So at least she hasn't done it yet. The vapes carts, that's what the carts are. Okay. Screw them onto a battery. Okay, so it's like the pen ones. And then you just like do the oil or whatever on the top. Is it that thing? Yeah, that's all been new, and I'm pretty set in doing that. I'll DM you? Okay. Yeah. I think I visually know what you're talking about, but I'm also like, could be a different thing entirely. Yeah, those were like relative. Those kind of weren't around while I was getting back into it. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah, so it does have the oil, but it's like, you get the, button and everything. Okay. Yeah, thanks for showing me that. Do you find that, like, you need a lot? I know you personally are an expert with it, and you've done your fair share, so you do need a lot. But do you find, like, one puff is good, or do you have to do, like, a lot of it to finally get something? A good high going? I've never had avocado toast. I think it's like a very big, like West kind of thing, like West Coast kind of thing. I don't know that I've had avocado on toast as well. I've had avocado, I've had guacamole. I'm not like huge into it. Jess is more of a fan of it than I am, but I know it's like big for a lot of people. But yeah, I don't know that I probably have tried a bite before if Jess has had it, but I don't believe it's like something I'm very, very into. What am I trying to do here? There we go. That cat should be a little more orange. There we go. I think this one got a bit better there.
I had the most fun smoking weed in uni, like when I was at Carleton, because that was when I started going to Oshiaga every summer. I was getting high every day.
How'd you get high? Like what would you facilitate the weed with?
Anything.
Like a pop? Did you do the pop can?
We would do the pop can. We would sometimes do, if we didn't have a lighter, we had like a burner. So like your stovetop burner, not like what we have now, but you know, the like
yeah, the flame ones.
The flame ones.
Yeah.
So we would turn it on until it went red and take 2 knives, and then you stick the tips of the knives under the burner. And
what?
Yeah, no, I smoked a lot of weed, and you would like. The person smoking it would hold like a toilet paper roll to their mouth, and then
I forgot we did that at my friend Mike's house. You would take the toilet paper roll and you would put we're thinking of a different thing, but the toilet paper roll just jostled my mind. So we do that, and you would put like laundry detergent sheets on the end. You would do like 3 of them, and then you would like put elastic over that, and you would puff out into that so the house wouldn't smell like it, but you could still smell like. Yeah, you could do it on the inside.
Yeah, we would. So one person.
Also, Lisa's high.
One person would hold the toilet paper roll to smoke it, and then the other person would take the knives and then tap the hot tips over the weed so it would burn, and then hold it up.
You would tap to spark it?
No, so you put the knives under the burner.
Yeah.
To get the tips hot.
Okay.
And then you crush the weed between the 2 hot tips, so it burns and smokes, and then hold it up for the person.
And you would just inhale it? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about you were lighting like joints on fire
No.
with the hot wheat. That's even
No,
ridiculous.
it was like little batches of ground. I
Big
have brain
touch
damage.
tips.
But yeah, you would touch tips. You'd burn.
I thought she was saying
I
like
look at
you doing like the spark thing and like shooting it at it, and I was like, wait,
no,
what?
No, it was just.
I was like, you guys were too high starting
I
that.
will literally
No,
show
don't
you.
do it.
Well, I can't do it. We don't have the right burner for it. But it's like weed on here.
Here, do it.
Okay. Weed here. Knife hot. Tap it like that, and then hold it while it burns and smokes.
Wow, you guys got inventive.
Yeah, my brain is fried, dude. Like
Jeez.
it's not in good shape. And
I know exactly what she's talking about too, which is so funny. Yeah, this was before me.
Yeah, this was before it was legal in Canada as well. And I know how to core the apples for it too to get the.
Yeah, I remember that was a thing, and yeah, you like
Pop
burn the
cans.
outside of it. I remember the pop bottles would be a big one.
I used to have a really tall bong that was green, and we called it the Hulk. So I smoked from the Hulk pretty often.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah. My favorite way of doing it now is the drinks that you were talking about. Like the orange, there's an orange yuzu vanilla one, and that's really good.
Ooh.
Apple pie, yeah, apple pipes. Apple pipes were in high school. Fuck.
Those are good.
I gotta be so real with you. I can't eat one of those because I'll throw up.
I know you will.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that too. I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to eat all 6 of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna barf.
I think the apple pipes in Cap in high school.
I do feel better, but it's like iffy, you know? It's iffy.
Let me take the camera over here for you guys. I'll show you what these are looking like.
I'm out of here.
Whoop, I'm learning. Did the camera flip on me? Yeah, it did. That's why. That's how they turned out. The Jalapeno Pot Poppers. Just make sure to drink lots of milk. It'll help settle your stomach. Just chug a gallon of chocolate milk as fast as you can.
Thank you for the tip.
That's how you cure a hangover. Yeah. Not enough people are talking about it.
I'm gonna try water now. I'll keep that in mind.
These honestly look pretty solid. Look like redneck sushi rolls. Hair of the cow. Ask me if I want to send that. Yeah, we're very against you making fun of rednecks here at Calco. That's just a rule here. Personally ask Twitch to make sure that doesn't happen. The bacon does not look done. I'm a little bit, yeah, like curious. But I do know what you mean, yeah. It's not like crispy at all. Maybe we can do another 5. Just to get them a little extra crispy. Because oh, wait, yeah, because it's 350. I usually do them at 400 for 20 minutes. These were the instructions given to me, but maybe we'll throw it back in for a few more. Because, yeah, maybe, because with the cheese probably being cold and everything too, they didn't cook the full way through. That's a good call. It was a good catch, Pippa. I was like, oh, the instructions say it's fine. No, I see what you mean. Brush a couple with barbecue sauce, see what happens. Ooh. Will barbecue sauce be good? It probably would, right? Have you done this personally, Pippa? They are maple flavored bacon slices. I will say that. There is some pre-flavoring already. Waiting for delivery from a Persian restaurant. Ooh, what'd you get at a Persian restaurant? What's the go-to dish that you got coming now, Captain? Yeah, there is maple on it, so I'm just more curious because I know most of our barbecue sauce is flavored. And I wonder if I would fuck it up doing that. What do we got? We got bourbon trail. We got a Guinness. Got a honey. Yeah, a couple honeys. Honey mustard. Carolina style honey Dijon. Got a lot of honey in here. Hickory and brown sugar. Got a lot of bourbon sauce. A lot of flavored though. Personally, don't eat jalapeno poppers. Not really a jalapeno guy unless they're pickled or crispy. That's why I'm curious because I don't think I've had barbecue sauce on. Wait, no, I've had jalapeno. I guess they were burgers. On burgers, I'll put like jalapenos. They are probably pickled jalapenos as well, but those in barbecue sauce, and that goes well. And that's got cheese on it. This might turn out okay. This might be an okay idea. Got a couple of steak melt sandwiches. Ooh, some steak melt. Samosas? Or is it samboses? Is it a different thing that I think of? Chicken and steak kebab with saffron rice and some honey cakes. Ooh, honey cakes, baby. My favorite nickname. Old honey cakes. Fuck up with chopped cheese. Little crispy jalapenos on nachos. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Those are always a good combination. Samboses seems like the same or similar as samosas. Okay, it's like probably their version. They just got a different sort of filling going on. Or a little bit different style. All right, I thought for a second that was the song. Is it downstairs? Yeah. It's okay. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. It's fine. So this is the fun thing is like upstairs, their fire alarm is linked to our downstairs fire alarm. So anytime upstairs goes off, downstairs, all our downstairs goes off as well. So we always know when their fire alarm's going off to be like, oh shit. Because there was one time, it was like last year, the fire alarm like downstairs started going off. So we like, and it was like not stuck because I believe they went to Ireland or somewhere. So we knew they weren't home upstairs, and their fire alarm was just going off, and we couldn't. So we were like outside, like checking the upstairs windows to see if we could see like any glow or anything, just to like, oh fuck, like is the house on fire? Like, do we need to get out and everything? It wasn't, but it was like, oh, like we knew about it because our downstairs was going off, so we shut that off, and then we could just hear upstairs going like crazy. So we couldn't like sleep at all or anything. Jess and I think, took turns. One of us went downstairs and would sleep for 4 hours while the other person was up here listening to the fire alarm just in case there was a fire, and we had to like evacuate quick. And we took shifts to make sure before the landlord finally woke up in the morning to come shut it off upstairs. It was quite an ordeal. But yeah, hearing... Yeah, it is just downstairs. Because ours is like right up here. That one's down. Pardon me?
Is that the one up here or downstairs?
It's downstairs.
I do think it is probably because.
Actually?
I think so.
Yeah, because this one's not going off. It's right here. The cats are upset. I can just go shut the one off downstairs so it's not as bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to keep going on.
Yeah, I might. It's all right, cats. I got it. How funny would it have been if I come downstairs and there's just a fire here? Oh my god. Is there smoke here? I don't think there's smoke. Doesn't look like there's smoke anywhere. I think it was upstairs, but that's okay. All the alarms just going off. One after another. Lit up too much weed, I guess so. Even if the weed's in cheese form or in a dairy product, still at risk. Oh, this chopped cheese looks damn good though. Ooh, man, these are smelling good. Probably give it a couple more minutes. That bacon's looking a lot better. Oh boy. All right. Where are we at here? I knew it would be a quicker stream because I knew there was not a whole lot involved in putting these together. They honestly don't smell too weedy. There's not a strong marijuana smell coming off them when I pulled them out. It just smells like jalapeno popper. So that shift you had was a proper fire watch. Lamp? How are you, Lamp? Welcome in, pal. How's your weekend? I guess you're on a Monday now, right? It's Monday morning. But yes, it's been proper fire watch. Thank God the cats were here to protect us all. We could have been in some danger there. Where's some of my heat things? I know I have like a heat protected plate thing here. Monday indeed. I'm hungry and about to eat breakfast. How's things? You finished Hornet? I didn't, Lamp, still. It's been like 2 weeks since I picked up Silk Song. I'm in Act 3. I'm on the second task. So I beat Carmelita. And now I'm on the second one, which is like the 5. Was it 3? 3 phase like of waves. I don't know. I'm still not sure where you are, or did you beat it now? I know you were fighting a boss I hadn't fought last time I saw you stream it, and I was like, you might be ahead of me. The Carmelita boss fight. Thought you progressed further. So I just finished that, and then I've been doing the runs on the next one, but like I couldn't crack it. I was only ever playing it like an hour a day. First optional heart quest. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we're sort of at different parts. But yeah, so I'm trying to do that second one on those. But I was not succeeding. And then I've taken like 2 weeks off just from just been busy with like different stuff after work, and Andrew came up and we were recording stuff for 5 Minute Funeral. And this weekend's been busy with Sarah's birthday and everything and baking. So it's like I have not had a chance to jump into it. And I've been streaming Possessors when I've been streaming. Oh yeah, there we go. But I have every intention of still picking it back up. I think. Oh, well, we got the schedule right there. I guess we're picking it up on Thursday. I guess we already decided Thursday it's going to be. So try again on Thursday and see how it turns out. Michael's on the way with it. Michael, the MVP. Yeah, I've been not intentionally taking my time. I would love to be playing Silk Song. I always have a lot of fun playing Silk Song. But I feel like I got to be like on my game too when I play, especially on the stuff I'm on. It's like if I'm not fucking crushing and like feeling in the zone, I'm getting just destroyed. So it's like, okay, I haven't had a chance to sit down. Now I'm gonna have to like sit down and actually like relearn how to play the game a bit to pick it back up. So it's like I'm just waiting to like jump back in. But I'm excited to. I'm excited to get back into it. Yeah, we're gonna have more 5-minute funerals. So we have. I'm not sure when the next one comes out. It might be next week. But we have like one more in the bank from that we shot before Christmas. Or it might have been slightly after Christmas, but we filmed one around that time, and that's when the next one that's coming out. And then we recorded 3 of them this past weekend as well. Which was even funnier because like Andrew came up, we were gonna do these 3 skits, and Tyler and I both had a skit that relied on one person, but they got sick. So we weren't prepared. We could only do one of the ones we had planned. So Andrew, Tyler, and I sat down and literally wrote 2 full new scripts and recorded those last weekend. So they were like completely done on the spot, thrown together. So we'll see. We had a lot of fun doing it. Like the process itself was fun. We had a lot of fun with the stuff we came up with and we're laughing about. So we'll see if it like translates well once we start like editing and seeing them. But I haven't had a chance to even sit down and start editing yet, those new ones. But I'm excited to see them. These guys were stuffed a little while, apparently. I don't want to waste it because that's where the good shit is. Too booked and busy for Silksong. I don't even know why. If I was any sort of real gamer, Silksong would be my priority. I'm losing a lot of street cred. But I am still trying to stream as much as I can. Because I don't want to let streaming go, especially like with the new job and everything. I feel like, there's a real possibility it was going to be too much and I was going to have to retire from streaming and be like, I have no time to do this. But I am still trying to book things and see them out and not give up on streaming because I do like it. It's very low commitment to just be like, well, I want to play video games or I want to hang out or I want to bake stuff. So it's like I can always just throw on the camera and do that. So whenever I have a chance, I'm still going to be streaming, but I'm glad it's been working out with the new job too. I'm able to find the balance. The rest, Act 3 is the game. Previous acts in Hollow Knight were the tutorial. Yeah, it does. Act 3 has felt like it's a jump up too. Like it's been a lot of fun. And like it's definitely like one of those things where you just got to spend your time learning stuff. Just so you can do it once properly. So like it's fun in that regard, but it's like also just fucking frustrating sometimes. Um, then you fell in the toilet. Forgot about them. Oh, then he fell in the toilet. Yeah, the old falling in the toilet. Still one of the funniest clips that I think has ever come from a 5-minute funeral skit is Andrew just drowning. Dry drowning. There's a shield of approval. Fleetopia in Act 3 with the mini games? No, I haven't. I've only seen bringing the fleas to their home again, like re-bringing them home to their final spot, but I haven't gone back to see a minigame. Honestly, once I got to Act 3, I just started on the heart stuff. All right. I think we got to dive into one of these, right? That's what we're here for. See how dicey this gets? Fleas are not kidding when you revisit. Do you have to fight the fleas? I remember I did the one flea fight, the big flea. So when you make weed food, is the goal to make it taste as not weedy as possible, or does that not even cross your mind? I think technically, if you're using flavors, your goal is to like blend in the weed taste as much as possible. Because I think it's just like, I think that's why like brownies are such a hit, because it's like the chocolate's such a deep flavor that it can like overshadow the weed taste. So I think, yeah, when you do other stuff, it's like you want to at least incorporate as many other flavors to kind of drown out the weed taste, or at least use it like as part of it so it's not as strong. And I know with the drinks, it's like that too, where the drinks are like, you're trying to do the flavor. Like if you're listing a flavor, you want to do a flavor. So I would say that is the goal. I will say though, I think the goal with anything weed related is to just get fucking high. I think that's probably step one. But after that, you do want to mask the flavor. Be an instant hit in one bite, bloodshot eyes. Yeah, right away. I think it's like a 3-hour thing too, where it's like it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit in 3 hours, or it's gonna be like a slow build to it. It gets metabolized by your liver when it's in edible form, so it'll be delayed high. Yeah, because like the space cake, I think was about 2 hours if I recall, but it was fucking unrelenting after that. Yeah, I should be quite high still. Because what did we use last time? Piva, do you know how many grams are in like, not the ounce pack that you got, but like the regular packs that are like 20 whatever bucks? Do you know how many grams of weed is in that? I forget what measurement that's actually in. That's not an ounce. An eighth? Yeah, it is an eighth. So is that like an eighth? 3.5 grams. Okay. Fuck, okay. Okay, well, this recipe called... Okay, no, this may work out. Because that's what I put. I put in 3.5 grams last time for the space cake. That went into the butter, but we used the entire butter. So there was a cup of butter last time. There was 3.5 grams. This thing also has a cup of butter, but we only used maybe an eighth of this. of the butter itself. Like there's probably an eighth of this gone over the course of half a cup of butter. No, wait, a cup of butter. So this one had a cup of butter, but only an eighth of the amount of weed went into this. And on top of that, it's spread out amongst this entire thing. This might be okay. This might be okay. As you can tell, I'm hyping myself up, but I'm scared to eat this. One gram, an eighth is 3.5 grams. Oh, sorry, 1 gram. Eighth is 3.5, quarters 7, half an ounce 14, then 20. Okay. All right, I do think we use significantly less weed in this recipe. A few hours, this bite will be fucking wild. Gonna be fine? I do think it'll be fine. Honestly, you can't taste the weed at all. It just tastes like a jalapeno popper. I taste the jalapenos. I taste the bacon the most. Then a bit of like spice from the jalapenos that I thought were going to be spicier, honestly, when I cut them. So the bacon's got the most overpowering taste. Then there's a bit of jalapenos. There's not a lot. There's the cheese texture is there. But I would say like you barely even taste the cheese. Yeah. I tried to just try some of the cheese that time. Couldn't tell there was weed in this at all. This is like the flavor when you see in movies and stuff where people eat weed stuff and they don't know it's weed stuff and then until they're high. But it's like most of the time you eat weed stuff, you know there's weed in it. This one, you don't. This is real and any kind of fat? Interesting. Yeah, I guess I haven't tried, like I've only done like the baked goods and stuff. And the gummies, so like not a lot of cheese with it. Jess is getting worried already. I can see the look in her eyes. She knows she's gonna be babysitting later. Honestly, a solid popper though. As a popper itself, pretty good. This to drug your unsuspecting friends. I was hoping one of them would pop in and I could be like, come have some jalapeno poppers. I'll do the Jesus pose again. Put that weed butter on the outside of 2 pieces of bread. Weed, ooh, Pib, I love the way you're thinking here today. And I'll one-up it since we had the extra, like, cream cheese filling with the weed already in it. Put that in the grilled cheese as well. Double dose it. But I like the idea of weed grilled cheese. That sounds fun. Pan fry asparagus with it, fry an egg in it, do whatever you want. I am glad there's more like, because yeah, last time like used all the weed butter right away. I'm glad there's extra ones this time.
Congratulations, you just got emotes, and Ryan thanks you for the sub. Enjoy channel points, and the song I wrote, oh, where are the cats? Thanks for support, and the sub.
We just got a sub, Jessica. Sub in the Baby Girl Bakery. We had a dance to that. Joe, hello. I'm so late for the it's fine. Today was just a random time where it was like we went out with Jess's mom this morning. So it was mainly just like when I got back, when I set up the stuff, that's when I was going to go live. So I didn't really give too much notice. so it is fine. I appreciate you being here at all, and I appreciate the sub, pal. Only 13 months we've known each other, Joe, but I appreciate the sub, buddy. I appreciate the sub. I made breakfast with it, hash browns with hash. Ooh, how'd that taste, Meg? That sounds good. I fucking love hash browns. Honestly, like the older I've gotten, I don't know what it is, hash browns fucking hit the spot always. They're so good. Well, with coconut oil too. Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Congratulations, you just got emotes, and Ryan thanks you for the sub. Enjoy channel points, and the song I wrote, oh, where are the cats? Thanks for support, and the sub.
Pibba, and a prime sub at that. Using Bezos bucks right back at him. Pibba, thanks for that resub for 6 months. I appreciate you, pal. It's been good having you here too. Incorporating your knowledge in this very specific bake as well. The jalapenos went really well, Joe. They turned out really good. They look tasty as all hell, I think. Like, they look good. They tasted great. I can barely taste the wheat in them. But I guess we'll find out in a few short hours what I have in store. Because that's also the thing when you're just making homemade shit. You don't know what's about to happen. And that's part of the excitement. But they're going well, Joe. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, earlier, we went out with Jess's mom to a local shop. So she bought a cat that was like sleeping on its back. But it's like a ceramic cat. And I bought this one. He's making biscuits on this little blankie. All right, he doesn't want to focus that well. But he's making little biscuits. So it's just a little stand, but I thought it was cute, so I bought it. Jess's mom bought the other one. Fucking hash browns, dude. Yeah, I love the idea of the hash browns. Do you just do the butter on them, Meg? Just kind of like make them up with the butter? Because I feel like that's just what I'm going to do with the leftover butter that we got next week. Just fucking fry up some hash browns in a pan. Yeah, a good hash brown hits home a long way. Bring Jess in camera so I can tell her something. It's super important. Joe says if you can come on camera, he has something to tell you. It's super important.
It's definitely not important.
That's what I do, and I appreciate you, Pip. I appreciate you every step of the way. You'll get stoned as fuck? I hope so. Joe, here's your
What
chance.
do you want? God damn.
Gonna unload a 17-minute video to the Discord later of him just standing at a wall crying. Honest, after last time.
Your chat's not scrolling.
I know. Are you ready to take care of me if I get super fucking high?
No. No, I'm not. I'm so sick.
Just because very hungover from yesterday. Still. Send a message in the Discord, smelling colors or some shit. There's a chance it'll happen. Fried an egg, good high breakfast. Play games with me. I love you. I miss you. Bye. Was it worth it?
No!
Was that worth it?
Yeah, I can play games later tonight. I can play Unite later tonight.
There you go, Joe. She's in.
It'll depend on how high Ryan is and
That's
how
true.
much babysitting he needs. But
That's
he can
true.
just like sit there while I play Unite.
Slow bro might come out of retirement if I'm high enough.
Oh, okay. I'm going to excuse myself now.
Do you want to try one of these?
No, dude. That's
Just a
gonna
little
knock
taste?
me on my ass.
They taste,
I
honestly,
do think it looks better like to the side. Sorry, I got my hair done, and I got my hair done by a 21-year-old, and she said, "Trust me, it'll look great." And that should have been my first sign that I would have to adjust. But I'm getting used to it. I think I'm starting to like it. The color is weird. Do you like the color? Do you like the extra little bits? You have to say yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
That's been Jess, everyone.
You're farming aura now, girl.
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 Is that how they talk, Joe? Is that how your third
Yes.
graders talk to you? Fucking Unk up here farming aura. Oh, that's good. Well, yeah. I guess this is a quick, successful baby girl bakery. What else? Oh, we did a poll. The Matthew McConaughey book won, so I'm gonna have to obtain that book first, and then once I get it, we'll start having a redeem for that to read from. So you can look forward to that. And I'll put up the May Baby Girl Bake probably later this week. There's probably going to be a VR one in there too to vote on. Karaoke it now? I don't think I can hit these notes right now, Joe. When I'm in the mood, I'll go for it. Also, I haven't watched Wicked at all, so I don't fully know the words to it, Joe. My library come over? Wait. You have Wicked at your library? Is that what you're saying? To rent or to read? Or both? I would hope both. Joe's just going for it. Joe didn't actually give a shit about me doing the karaoke. Joe just wanted permission to do it himself. I think that was the thing that just happened here that we all witnessed. The Matthew book. Oh, okay. I thought we moved on to Wicked really fast there. You do have the poems and prayers at your library? Lee, that's a great idea. I should go to my local library and see if they just have the book to read. But I do want to buy it for the Matthew McConaughey support, of course. But the library is literally a 5-minute walk away. I should just probably do that. That's not a bad idea. Your ally badge is revoked for not watching The Wicked? The Wicked? Joe, I've seen Wizard of Oz 6 times. That's enough. That's enough. What do you want? What do you want, you, huh? You after this bacon, are you? Maddie needs money. That's what I heard. Cares about whiny Dorothy. Doesn't Dorothy show up in that? Doesn't she show up in the second Wicked film? Just her back. It's just a little tease, eh? Just a little tease for it. How long is the second movie? Isn't the first one 3 hours? Are they both 3-hour movies? All right, we're going to throw this in here because that's probably going to be ongoing eating if this turns out well. The story's not about her. Are you sure? Did you even watch the movie, Joe? Main character from Catcher in the Rye really sucks. You were right, and you're not anything like Joe. Was that Lee's suggestion to you for the recommended books that you were asking for? Lee said, "Read Catcher in the Rye." Yeah. I don't know what else we have to do today. Probably nothing. We had a big lunch, so I'm not even like in the mood to make supper or anything. So it's just like, let's just wait for this high. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Tell someone to read Catcher in the Rye. Do you hate it that much, Lee? My English teacher recommended it for me, and I could get it right away from the library. Joe went to the library. Second movie is 2.5. Kind of, but 1 is way better. I kind of got that impression. It seemed like when the first Wicked movie came out, like it was huge and everyone was talking about it. I feel like the hype just wasn't there for the second one. Like people were still excited, but it like didn't carry as long as the first one did. I hate it so much. What's the one thing you hate the most about it? I haven't heard anyone say they hate Catcher in the Rye, only that a lot of people love it. It's a beloved book. I think I read it in high school, so it's been a hot second. The second act of the musical is known to be bad. It just falls apart. Just falls apart like crazy because it shifts back to Dorothy. Holding everything about him. I thought I was hearing things. I was mistaken. They couldn't hold the hype of the first part, and the second part traditionally doesn't mention Dorothy as much too. Oh, they really shoehorned it into the movie. They're like, hey, remember this? What part of this? It's the first sign that you're mega high. I think it's usually like my mindset kind of gets a little fuzzy. Like I think it's like a person kind of when you get drunk and you start losing or you're starting to get buzzed and you can kind of feel like your motor functions are just starting to be affected. I think that's probably the first thing to go. Can you do that? Did that not translate to what was in my mind? You get the little your like vision, your motor functions, your head just starts going a little fuzzy. I thought it was very, very on point. From what I was thinking in my mind, this made a lot of sense. But I think that's usually the first thing. So it's like not an external thing, it's more of an internal thing that you start feeling it. You're already getting high. That may also be it. I don't think it would. It's been like 20 minutes. Maybe this is like the first step. They're going to say you get numb and then you went the other direction. I find like if you're really high, you feel a bit more numb to things. But I guess most people might have different experiences with all of it. I'm just trying to think of like physically, like if there's telltale signs. I think, like I know when I smoke weed, I for sure get the red eyes. Like I do have that, but I don't know. I don't think if it's like edibles that I get the red eyes. I always just get really happy that I like love life, and I start to feel like I'm watching TV, like I'm zoomed out. I know that feeling you're describing. Yeah, that's probably tying into the is like you start to like disassociate a little bit from yourself. Yeah, that's good space to be in if you're not like super high, but you're still like able to like just kind of like not be so fucking in your head, but you're still able to like have some feeling. That's a good feeling because yeah, you're still like in control of your body a little bit. That's what I was relating the hand motion. That's a good point. Yeah, it probably is the disassociating from like being here, and you're just kind of like floating at that point. You might feel tingles or chills come on in waves. That's how I know it's kicking in for me when I have edibles. I don't know that I've ever gotten chills from it, but like I probably just was like, oh, I'm probably cold, but like I've kind of lost the feeling from it. Do I feel warm? I think I usually feel warm, even if I'm not warm. I'll still like feel it. Smoke weed makes me cold, which is great because I feel hot. I feel like I feel warm when I get high because I don't like hide under covers or anything. I do get tired though. Does being high help become creative? Does not for me, Lamp. It does not for me. I get like super sleepy. Like I'm like able to pass out pretty quick after I get high. There was a string where I was just using it to fall asleep because I was like within the hour of like getting high, I just feel tired and I can go to sleep. But like I have heard a lot of people get more creative or they get like shit done when they get high. Oh wait, Joe, is that? No, that was one of them, wasn't it? It's not anymore. Is that one of them? Stop fishing. We need to see if Joe won. I know Reggie Rock and Applin are in there. What was the third one on there? No, it's Terapagos. I think we changed it, but I do think that was one of them. But somebody caught that already and won $25. Okayest might have caught the Thunderous Therian form and won $25. So that was one of them at one point, though. You would have been a winner months ago. Like I can do festivals and be outside when I'm high. If I'm not high, I'm miserable. I guess we've been high at festivals, but we've done a few different drugs at festivals. But I feel like a festival is like a happy place regardless. I don't think I've had a bad trip. LSD, I might have had a bad trip, but I had more stomach issues on LSD. That was at a festival, though. If I had chills, I'd freak out and think I had a fever. Yeah, you don't normally hear too many people are like sick, like cold, like have a cold sick or the flu sick when they're smoking weed. Is it mushrooms then? Mushrooms does like reset your mind. I don't know if it's like while you're on it that you get super creative, but I think it helps like reset your mind so you could be. Say I smoke sativas and that act as more of an active high. But I feel like I've done both and like still I don't have great luck with them. I don't think it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Did you evolve into? I'm always so happy. Yeah, I feel like I've had like most of the time, pretty much like all the drugs I've had really good experiences with while at a festival. I feel like that's a good bit. I feel like I understand why everyone does all sorts of drugs at festivals because every time I've done them, they've been good too because it's such a positive experience. Had a really good mushroom high at a festival. Did a lot of cocaine at a festival. Good job, Arrow. I'm an indica smoker. Indicas are the downer kind, where they go bad or hang out and giggle. Sativas make you more awake and alert, so you could probably get a lot done. I gotta see if I gotta try out a sativa again and see. I would love to be more productive while high. Maybe write like a few scripts, a few 5-minute funeral scripts. I'm really surprised 5-minute. I've been thinking about it a lot more lately, but I was like, we have not done like any stoner comedy 5-minute funeral skits, and I feel like it's not on brand to have skipped those. Andrew, welcome in too, buddy. It's good to see you. How's your Sunday? How's things going? Yeah, Arrow's doing a great job. He's in his box over there. Just giving himself a little bath, had a big yawn. He's doing what he can do. Sativas gave me panic attacks. I overthink way too much when I smoke sativas. Maybe sativas were what I was doing too much of. But like if I just do one puff, I can try it out and see if that works. Arrow's just fucking super bath time right now. He's doing the like lick the paws and then just like cover the top of his head and his eyes. He's just going to town over there. Hanging out today, reading a bit about the draft this weekend. The draft was an interesting experience. I don't feel great about what the Chargers did. Particularly their first round draft, I was not happy with. I was okay that they beefed up, like they took a lot of linemen, which is good because I feel like the last couple of years their whole line gets hurt at a certain point or another. So I was happy they drafted I think they drafted 5 linemen. So hopefully the depth of that kind of helps because I feel like that's been a big issue. But they need someone who can do the job too. So we'll have to see how they develop. But drafting like an outside linebacker that's 25 years old in a draft was like, what are we doing? Could have went for someone else here. I've been thinking about changing my Twitch name, having the cakes along with me. Joe, I remember your previous name. And I remember when you switched and everyone was like, what the fuck, Joe? And now you're going to do it again to us? My brother had a player in the draft. Some kid from Jordan. Your brother had a player in the draft? Like one of his, your brother's the coach now? I'm trying to remember. I remember your dad used to be, right? If I recall. Is your brother a coach too, Nick? I guess at Georgia? Higher stuffed. How was it, Calco? How was the meal? What was the best part of the meal? Oscar Delt, maybe, out of UGA? My previous name was just doxing myself. Yeah, I do remember. That's why I didn't say it. I did thought I remember that it was your actual last name, which is just funny that you were just bold enough to be like, this is my first and last name on Twitch as a name. And then you're just like, I'm going to do cakes instead. Yeah, what are the options right now, Joe? Do you have some options as to what you're thinking changing them to? You see the Rams draft Ty Sampson? It was like, oh my God. I did see a lot of those, Andrew. Like I did see that clip and then like a bunch of reports afterwards where they're just like, nobody told Sean McVay who they were drafting or he was very against it the whole time. It's such a funny, like, it was kind of like reminded me of the McDonald's CEO eating the burger where it was like, he's fucking not in this at all. Doesn't care at all. He went to high school in Georgia. Oh, he went from high school Into it? Oh, shit. Well, that's pretty sick. Either or, that's awesome. The Texans got him. Texans had a real good team last year. Texans had a real good run last year, so he might be on a good team to go somewhere this year. McVay was so fucking funny in that. Where it's just like they must have given him such a talking where there's like, you can't do that in public. You can't do that. Everyone's just making fun of you now. At a big high school in Georgia. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Meg. And yeah, he must be like super fucking proud too to have someone like make it from high school too. Like, good for him, good for the kid, good for your brother. That's awesome. He was balling when he got drafted, and I totally would too. Oh yeah, you get set up for fucking NFL, and it's like if you're in an early round, it's like you're probably playing that year to try it out, unless you like really fuck up on the off season. My bro played for the Seahawks, but he fucked it up. Did he get drafted by them, or did he? Was he a walk-on? You can like teach other kids not to be the idiots when they get in. That's the biggest thing, especially like with sports. We'll get back to that. Nick, hello, welcome in. Nick, I'm not high yet, but I have eaten the stuff. So it is coming.
Congratulations, you just got emotes, and Ryan thanks you for the sub. Enjoy channel points, and this song I wrote. Oh, where are the cats? Thanks for support and the sub.
Jessica, subs are flying like crazy around here. It's something to dance to. Nick, I'm not high yet, but if you or Mal want some of these jalapeno pot poppers, you for sure can have some. We have 5 more of them, so there's no way I'm going to be able to eat them all in the next few days. So just know there's that. Also, thank you for the sub. For 15 months, for the Bezos sub.
Because when I walked in Waterloo and smiled at people, they treated me like a vampire.
They sure did. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. At least he got drafted by the Titans.
You're not going to get varmint, you're not going to get intruders, and you're definitely not going to get this thing.
That is pretty cool that he got drafted and then was able to play and everything too. Yeah, I feel like having someone who's done that, I might not have set that one up. 1 sec, Pippa.
Everybody knows I went down on Bill Clinton.
He did do that though. That is a thing. Yeah, I think about that often because like my big sport was lacrosse. Like I played hockey, played football, but like lacrosse is where I was like really good at, and like I'd been scouted and everything like that. But like looking back on it, I'm like, I only feel like I was mature enough to play professional sports in the last 2 to 3 years, which is well past my prime that I would have been able to. So I do feel like there's no way I could have went like pro playing any sports. Like the maturity just wasn't there, and I feel like that's something that like you got to really connect with early and get in line for you to do something. Drafted in the 2nd round, so he's certainly playing. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. I don't know why I started listening to the song. Maybe I'm starting to get high here. I zoned out for a second and was like, this song's pretty fucking great though, right? The ad break threw me off there where I was like, oh, not everyone's here, so let's just groove to this song without saying anything to you guys. Do I need my tires changed? I don't, Nick. We're talking about just selling the car. we're trading the car in to get a new car, so we're just not going to change our tires. Is the current strategy. Can you add a game into the game wheel? Which one are we thinking about, Joe? Which game are you thinking about? Spent like all of his money, lived large, and got in trouble for not passing a drug test. Kind of fell apart from there, and he plays. Then he played in the AFL. The AFL is still pretty good, though. Did Trump fake last night's 7th like he did the last one? I'm curious about that, Calco, because I'm like, it doesn't really seem like shit was happening last night. Not as much. Yeah, I was like, there was a lot of like, the clips weren't that convincing that there was like a threat in the room. And like JD Vance getting escorted out first and everything like that, it was like, I don't know. Either they royally fucked up or it just, something felt off about it. Why else would he go to the dinner he's been avoiding the whole time? There's that too, where he's like, got the perfect way to get out of this. It's like when you get called by your friend for a bad date, there's an emergency. Just play that card. Play that card right away. It's called Neocab. I have heard of Neocab. Somebody played it. I remember somebody played Neocab, but it's an older game. I do know it, Joe, though, and I'm well aware of it. I'll watch a trailer again. Because if the gameplay's just, it's all decisions, right? Or is that just an aspect of the game and that's all I've seen? Where it's just like you're having conversations with the people you pick up. I do know that's in the game, but yeah. Anytime he's been invited to those dinners he never went, you tell me the one time he goes, there's a shooting. Yeah, I agree. Something felt up about it. Like, I didn't know the dinner was going on or anything like that yesterday until this morning when I saw clips about it. The clips I saw, though, I was like, was there a shooting? It kind of just seems like they were just gunshots on the loudspeaker kind of situation where it was like, no, nobody felt at threat here. In the big games, if you want. Joe, if it's on the wheel, it will decide when it's ready to be played. We have no control of that. We're not sandwiching anything in. But I'll take a look at it. Yeah, if it's the decisions, because Dispatch is like that too, right? It's just all decisions, but you're just going through the story. I believe it's like that too. And I know Dispatch is on the wheel. And I'm definitely for games like that. So yeah, if it looks interesting, fuck Lady Joe, these are the rules. These are the rules that we set when we agreed to stream. But we do have our next couple games lined up anyway, so it'll be in a while. But yeah, if it looks good, I'll add it to the wheel. I'll give it a gander and see. But I mean, we got 2 games on the go right now, which I think we're doing pretty good in Possessors after the last stream. And Silk Song's just going to depend on how good I'm doing on it. But Ghost of Yote, I think, is a bigger game. So that's going to take a bit. I don't know how long Ghost of Yote actually is. But I remember Tsushima took me a while to get through. Sort of psychedelic. These lights are just... Yeah, do you like the side light panel going? The lights underneath here? That's what all the cool kids have, you know. I don't mean to brag. Yeah, it's a pretty cool keyboard. Yeah, we'll figure out the next game. I think I gotta beat Silk Song and Possessors and start Ghost of Yote, and then we'll do the next wheel spin to find out what we're playing after. But I'll be curious to see like what it lands on, what's on the wheel at that point. Because there's not like a huge amount of games coming out in the near future, or at least in this last little bit, that I've added on that are newer.
Yes, chef.
Because, yeah, if they've canceled that Jurassic Park game that I was excited for, the Hellraiser game I hope comes out this year because I really want to play that Hellraiser game. And it looks fucking sick. So that's like going to be going on the wheel right away. What else this year? I probably won't put GTA on the wheel because I probably won't play it, to be honest. But that's next year anyway now, right? Didn't it get delayed again? Or am I just thinking of last year to this year? GTA looks great. It was incredible. I'm glad to hear that because like I had a great time with the first. I thought the first game was incredible, and then when they announced the sequel, I was like, you know what, like, yeah, I for sure will play it. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a continuation, but I'm totally fine with the direction they took. Just doing a different story, like that's all good. If it's just as good as the first game, then I don't care. I'm in. So I'm excited to jump into that one. I don't think we have the wheel on this screen. Where's my wheel? It's like 200. It's 200 years? Oh, I thought it was like simultaneous with it. That's all in my own head. I didn't look into it at all. Damn, I didn't realize it was 200 years difference. That makes sense why I saw guns, though. Paper Mario's been kicking around on this for a long time. Kingdom Hearts has. Returnal's on there. We almost played that a couple times. Blasphemous is on there. Star Wars Outlaws has been on there for a bit. Yakuza's on there. That just went on sale. Mortal Shell's on there. Got a bunch of Devolver games. Oh, Death Stranding 2 is on there. Okay. Wait, is Possessor still on there? Yeah. Get rid of that now. There's always a chance for Final Fantasy. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. It does give a little bit of fan service here and there. That's good. I do hope they incorporate like the fox break, like finding the fox and everything like that. That was cool. And like the fighting obviously was the best part. I don't know. I'm excited to play the game. I'm like looking forward to it. I'm having a great time playing Silksong. Possessors isn't as bad. It's I feel like I've started to hit a stride. Like last stream playing Possessors, I feel like I hit a stride with it where I'm like, okay, like we're getting better at the game. We're doing stuff. Hurry, it's been. So like I'm excited to play both those games. I'm excited to beat both those games and go to Yote. A lot of fun stuff we're playing. I hate having roommates. Sharing laundry is the worst. I need to wash my clothes, but I don't know. Is it in the machine? It's been there for like 5 hours and not finished yet. Like what the fuck? Just wear their underwear, Joe. Just put on their underwear. That's how you break the mold. You just start wearing their clothes. That's a good roommate. That's what you should do. I've only ever had Jess as a roommate. She's all right. But yeah, there's got to be a power dynamic there, Joe. You got to wear their clothes, and you prove you're the alpha now. All right. I think we just call it here, right? We had a good stream. We did a good bake. It happened quick. It was fine. I know I probably won't get high for another hour. So maybe I should like call it, start breaking this stuff down, get to a safe space. Sure, it makes sense. I'm going to steal their underwear. I think you're making great decisions. This sounds like a positive thing to do. I see nothing going wrong. But yeah, Thanks everyone for hanging out, for being here for the 420 belated 420 stream. I think we had a successful time. I guess we'll find out if I get high. If I don't get high, we fucked up somewhere. We might have fucked up somewhere. But I'll be back on Thursday. I think we're going to do Silk Song on Thursday. I think next weekend we'll play Possessors. And then the following weekend will be a VR stream. We'll try that for a while. But I'll have a backup plan where it's like we'll play the VR for like the hour or whatever till I start having a bad time. And we can switch to something else. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You never give bad advice, just a few that aren't well appreciated. I think they're well appreciated. I think just the people who's had their underwear stolen, the ones that won't appreciate it. But that's their fault. They should have done the laundry different places. You just got to eat 4 if you don't get high. I mean, I got like a quarter of a joint here. If I need to get high tonight, I can remedy it fairly quickly. But I'm going to wait it out for a few hours to see where this goes. If it's a wild high, I'll let you guys know. If it's normal, though, I'll probably just be watching hockey or something. The one that probably smokes the most kush. All right, we can do that. We can make that happen. We'll end on that. Record yourself and your feelings. Joe, you'll never get that out of me. I don't care how much you want it. I'll never share my feelings. That's just not... Almost got me. Almost got me. I'm coming, Twixie, don't worry. Summertime, summertime. I got my easel, I got my board, I'm coming back up. All right, where is this in view? This way, this way. I'm in a song from 1962. Record yourself and your feelings, walk us through it. The table in the end, I'll never not laugh. Just want to know how it feels to be a high Ryan. That depends. Like Ryan's either like very chill and loving life, or he's having a massive panic attack. And he thinks Professor X is trying to break into his brain and take over his body. It's one of those two, Joe. That's usually how it goes. Night move. All right. The Pokemon that smokes the most kush. It's got to be a grass type then, right? I would think it'd be a grass type. I can't remember the one's name, but it's like, it's one of the newer ones. It's kind of like, what kind of monkey was Zaboomafoo? It's like that one. It's got a couple colors though. That guy, he does acid at least. He was a lemur. Thank you, Peppa. Yeah, it's the lemur from a newer generation. A ring-tailed lemur at that. That's true too, yeah. The black and gray stripes. So there's the one in the newer that has like, but he's got like the very colorful tail. He does acid for sure. So probably does weed. Probably does the weed. Not a monkey, as a matter of fact. Is he an ape? Is a lemur an ape? Is it a marsupial? No, wait. Yeah, they're mammals, right? I'm looking at the Pokedex trying to think of a Pokemon. Yeah, I think I have to like come up with one and draw it before I can look anything up, even if I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. But I don't think the name hurts. Like, I do know what Pokemon I'm thinking of. So if anyone knows what I'm trying to get at and you know the Pokemon name, you can tell me. So Gen 1, it's probably not Bulbasaur. He's too bubbly. It's not Scyther. Ooh, Gloom. Gloom might be up there. Their type of primate. Victory Bell, Muck. Yeah, Muck's not bad. Victory Bell, I don't know if Victory Bell gets high, though. Oh, that's Chikorita doesn't. Snivy doesn't. Turtwig doesn't. Ooh, no, Sobble wouldn't. No, that line doesn't. What about recently? Brigatito, White Happy. Definitely a weed cat, though. But Floragato is like a ninja, so it doesn't keep going. I know there's probably like a really good answer too. I'm just trying to make sure. Drampa, maybe? Like the old man dragon? Because he's like Puff the Magic Dragon. Drudigan's too angry. Seismitoad, I don't know if he gets high though. He seems like a chill dude. I don't know if he's getting high the most though. We got to think of like who's doing it the most, not who does it, but who does it the most. Mungus isn't bad. Garbodor, I don't think. Mungus isn't bad. Snorlax, yeah, Snorlax, that's a good call. Snorlax has got to be up there because he's so sleepy, but he like loves to eat. Classic traits of someone who does a lot of weed. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, right? Graphael. Nice. Is it Graphae? Graphare? Graphii. That's the lemur I was thinking of, right? The primate. He's still up there. Snorlax and him have got to be the top two we've thought of so far. Graphae. Those two are both there. Frick. Who else would be there? I feel like we're missing the obvious choice. Like there's for sure one. Toxapex, no. No, just like a weirdo. Orangaroos. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Who could it be? Pibba, this is going to be the answer right here. Ghastly's a pretty good one. I think Haunter. That wasn't bad, actually. Yeah, I do think Haunter's probably the closest two of them. I do kind of like Appleton, though. Appleton, I kind of like. That's definitely a high fucking apple pie. It even sounds great when you just say he's a high apple pie. Pontu, Khalifa, a little young to be hitting the bong, but it's not coming to me. I feel like there's one on the tip of my mind here that's like the answer. Tandem Mouse? No, they're just fucking a lot, Joe. They're not high. Having kids is rough. Having kids is rough, but I don't think they're high. These are weed Pokemon yet, just like floating bong. See, I feel like there is one that's like he's obviously getting high. For some reason, I feel like one of them's like, yeah, he's getting high. Wow. Mr. Mime's on a different drug, but for sure does. That's the thing. There's like a few Pokemon that are like they're on a drug, just not the drug we want. No, I still think I also thought Brute Bonnet when you brought up Amoonguss, but I think Brute Bonnet's too angry to be doing weed. Amoonguss is close though. Back to the pond. Zeraora is pretty cool. Peachurant? Pecorant? I honestly don't know what that is, Joe. Oh, I got one. I got one. Hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, yeah, Slowbro is actually a good one. I do think Slowbro is the answer. I do think Slowbro is the answer. Spinda's pretty good too. These were not the ones I was thinking of, but Lombre is a good one too, actually. That guy looks like he's fucking smoking some. I do like Slowbro, I think the most actually. Let's do Slowbro. Gift cards I can pull towards. Oh, Mouse PI came out this past week, right? That one obviously looks pretty sick.
It's a dog.
All right. I think that's pretty good. Remember, recently I'm trying to get it for PS5. You keep fishing, Pippa. That actually does look like a sick game. There we go. Slowbro. The highest Pokemon that exists. I think it looks pretty decent. I think it came together well. All right, folks. On that note, I think we call it a day. Our teacher would be proud. I would hope so. I would hope so. I'd hope I get good grades on that. Alrighty, y'all. I'll be back on Thursday. We'll play some more Silk Song at that point. So I gotta brush up in a couple days here. Trying to get more die casts of your dick. What are you die casting? But yeah, on Thursday I'll be back. I kind of like the Thursday stream this past week, so we'll try it again. But yeah, we'll do that for a bit, and we'll figure out some stuff. Joe, you're awesome. Thank you. Thanks for the kind words. You're awesome too, buddy. You're all awesome. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. I know it's a Sunday, so I thank you for being here. That was cool of you to start. Of NASCAR. Oh, that was my second guess. Again, if you caught any of these three, you're winning gift cards and from whatever facility you need them for. You'll win that amount. But yeah, didn't have a VIP quiz each other off today. We'll sit eagerly awaiting on Thursday and see if we have another quiz off. They've really slowed down. They were rampant for a while there, and now we've really hit a standstill. And all the VIPs are hiding out. They're scared. They're not coming around anymore. They want to protect it. But you can't win if you don't play. You're going to have to play at some point to win. So we'll do that. 5-Minute Funeral will have a new video. Probably not this week. I do think it'll be the next week. But we got one ready to go. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. There'll be another Baby Girl Bake next month. As always, we'll have a poll in the Discord for that. There'll be a poll in the Discord for what VR game we'll play not next weekend, but the weekend after. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll do stuff at that point. We'll figure it out. We'll make up some shit as we go, as we always do. Okay. We'll call it here, everyone. So have a great rest of your Sunday. I appreciate you guys for being here again. I love you all. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Your week treats you well. I'll see you on Thursday. Thanks, Pip. I hope it's so far so good. So far so good. We'll see where it goes. I do think, well, I guess what? It's probably been an hour since I've eaten one. So within the next hour, we should have some answers to see how we're doing. But yeah, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves out there. I'll see you Thursday. Thanks again for hanging out, everyone. Good night.
That was damn good, Seeger.
That's all, folks.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right, you know what? This was dumb. Dump it. Trash it. This was garbage.